Evaluating an integrated marketing program. Message evaluation techniques examine the message and the physical design of an ad or a marketing piece. A message evaluation can take place at any stage of the development of an ad, and it involves examining cognitive, affective, and cognitive or behavioral aspects of the ad. Online evaluations examine online advertising and marketing campaigns with the unique measures the internet is able to capture. Respondent behavior evaluations address the visible customer actions from inquiries to actual purchases. This type of evaluation technique uses numbers and measures the results of the marketing program. It is important to match the objective with the evaluation procedure. Conducting before and after analysis allows companies to know if there is a change and the magnitude of that change. Levels of analysis include short-term results, long-term results, product-specific measures, corporate-level results, and the components of attitude, affective, cognitive, and cognitive. Evaluation is easier if the evaluation procedure is discussed prior to launching the campaign. To ensure accurate measures, use multiple measures. With ad tracking research, respondents are typically shown a brief portion of an ad or with a few stills of the TV ad with the brand name removed. Respondents are then asked if they recognize the ad, the company, or the brand. Then, through questions, researchers can measure brand ad recognition. Copy testing can occur during the final stages of development or after an ad is finished. The purpose of copy testing is to evaluate the main message and format of the ad. Marketing professionals believe that copy testing is necessary because of the issue of accountability. Some ad agencies can provide second-by-second emotional reaction charts for TV or video ads. Respondents move their mouse to indicate their emotions, either positive or negative. This type of evaluation does not really measure the level of emotions accurately, but more when emotions change and when they are positive or negative. An example of an emotional reaction test are warmth monitors. Cognitive neuroscience is the method that holds the most promise for the future. This type of evaluation measures brainwave activity and is the latest advancement in advertising research. It's a better indicator of a person's true reaction since it does not rely on self-reporting. The online environment provides a number of metrics that cannot be obtained with other media, especially so quickly. Web metrics can be attained in almost real time. The primary measure of online ads is click-throughs, which is the number of people who click on an ad and go to the website. The length of engagement is a newer metric that measures how long a person stays at a website regardless of where they are on the site. Dwell rate measures the proportion of ad impressions that result in users engaging with an ad, and dwell time measures the amount of time users spend engaged with a particular ad. The sales funnel efficiency is an inverted pyramid that shows the percentage of individuals that pass to the next step in the sales process, and it can identify where a problem exists. For example, if they knew that those who clicked through on an ad, 72% then went on to the next stage and browsed products. Or of those who browsed the website, 28% put items in the shopping cart. And then of those who put items in the shopping cart, perhaps only 4% made a purchase. So realizing that error there, marketers would be able to pinpoint where improvements need to be made. Companies now monitor web chatter, which is listening to what consumers are saying. Software exists that can monitor and measure the level of web chatter. It can also measure the sentiment, whether it's positive or negative chatter. Volume metrics measure the level of traffic to social media sites and the number of visitors to a social media site. Engagement measures show the level of engagement with social media sites and their level of involvement. Behavioral evaluations focus on the behaviors of consumers and the results of marketing efforts. Some marketers believe that sales is the only measure that should be used in evaluating marketing. The difficulty with that view is that not all communication objectives are measurable, and not all are designed to produce sales, at least in the short term. Also, promotions are easier to measure than advertising. Unless consumers mentioned to a company that they saw their ad, the company would have no way of measuring its impact on sales. Advertising is very difficult to evaluate for a number of reasons. First, other factors can influence sales, not just advertising. 2, the impact of advertising is often delayed. It seldom will have an immediate impact. Further, advertisers really can't predict how long that delay will last. Third, consumers can change their minds. An ad can influence the brand choice, but once in the store, the consumer may choose a different brand. 4, if the brand is in the consumer's evoked set, they are more likely to purchase it. If not, then it is unlikely one ad will move the brand into the evoked set. And 5, because of brand parity, consumers have a set of brands they choose from, not just one. In addition to sales, companies can use other forms of behavioral evaluations. Telephone calls and internet responses can be tracked as the result of an advertisement. From direct mail and other direct response advertising, the number of response cards sent in can be measured. Lastly, redemption rates of promotions, such as coupons, rebates, and premiums, can be measured. All of these measures evaluate responses. Test markets can be used to assess advertisements, consumer and trade promotions, pricing tactics, new products, and about any type of marketing program. Test markets provide a cost-effective means to evaluate a marketing tactic or new product before launching it nationwide or worldwide. The key is to make sure the test market resembles the actual situation as much as possible. It should mimic the full marketing plan. The length of a test market is a concern. If it's too short, then it may not be an accurate indicator of consumer reactions. If it's too long, then competitors can interfere and cause inaccurate results. Competitive responses to a test market are a concern. Competitors may introduce a promotion in the test area to confound the results, or the competitor may choose not to intervene and prepare their own marketing campaign to counter that. Scanner data provides an accurate measure of sales in test markets, which can be compared to areas where there is no test market and also to data prior to the test market. Another behavioral measure is purchase simulation tests. Purchase intention questions are biased, with more people saying they will buy a product than actually do. Simulated tests are more accurate. Research Systems Corporation is a primary provider of simulation tests. It doesn't really rely on opinions or attitudes. Research Systems Corporation uses a controlled lab and a simulated store to study consumer purchases. Subjects are given various scenarios or shown particular ads and asked to shop as they normally would at their store. Measuring the IMC program in the domestic country is only part of the evaluation process, especially since many global firms have a large percentage of their sales outside of the domestic country. Results in other countries and the organization overall are important. It's also vital to measure individual ads and promotional programs because local culture can affect the results.